Hey there everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Natasha and this is my makeup party. So I've been waiting on this one, the new Huda Beauty New Nude palette. Have it on today. You've got to like pinks to like this palette. Pastels and pinks. It is really unique. Some of these shades are really unique. So if you will look though at the beauty of this palette just as a collector's item, I have never seen glitter shadows like this with these big flakes of opalescence in them. This one is the opalescent chunks are white and pink. Down here they are pink to lime green. And this one, they were lime green and white. I mean, you can't really tell now because I've used that one. What that gives you is kind of almost a marbled effect on some of these. I will show you. This one is especially visible, the marbling of it, if you put it on with your finger, if you put it on your finger. So we have mattes throughout most of this palette. We've got these chunky, glittery, smooth, creamy feeling shadows. We've got a satin right here, or a metallic right there. And we have, oddly enough, and I think this is really cool, a concealer in this palette. And it's a great concealer for your eyelid. I'll show you in the video where I'm applying it, but I think it's fantastic. And then you have these two sort of loose, like craft glitter is what I would call them. And I have absolutely no use for those. I'm not ever going to put these anywhere near my eyes. So they're pretty to look at, but I'm not gonna glue those to my eyelids anytime soon. I'm gonna take a little bit of this and stick this in my inner corner just real quick because I don't have anything in my inner corner. And I just realized I need something there, don't I? Okay, so what I was talking about with that marbling, you can kind of see on that color I just put in my inner corner. I haven't blended it very well because I wanted you to get that marbling effect. Right through here is very pink, if you can see that, and my nails are a wreck. Yes, I have not done my nails yet. Hot pink right here, and then there's peach right here. Over here, as I turn, you can kind of see a little bit of a greenness in there, and then sort of a pinky peach all over. Now, that is from the same pan in the palette. It is very marbly. I'm going to swatch all of these for you. Let me show you what this marble effect looks like. It's really pronounced on this one. You have green, you have pink, you have peach. That one you're just basically getting silver and then that deep rose, but it makes it kind of unusual. So as I'm swatching these on the back of my hand, Huda is kind of, I've had problems with their palettes, their other palettes before, with the mattes being very hard and very dry. These are not like that. They are not as hard, they are not as dry, and definitely when you put them on your brush, you're gonna get a lot of fallout. I got a lot of fallout with this palette as I was using the mattes. Pink. I would love it if this palette had some darker contrast colors, and some of these colors on here look like they're gonna be a nice dark outer corner color. They're kind of not. They end up being really bright pink. For instance, this one looks like it's gonna be a nice dark color. On camera, it's reading really dark. In real life, it's a bright orchid. That's the darkest color in the palette. I have that on my outer corner. It's not as dark as I would like it. I would like it more brown. I would like a nice dark burgundy eggplant in this palette. We've got some really good creasy, transition-y colors here. I would have liked to seen one that's a nice tan on here. I mean, this is your pink and purple palette. Now you've got some nice peaches in here. These are nice peach. You could mix that with this and have a nice peachy eye. I just still would like either a dark brown for an outer corner or a dark burgundy or a dark plum. Here is what I came up with today. It's very pink, and I'll show you how I applied this. I'm going to start with the color called Lace in my crease area. I have just a normal primer in my crease area and in my corner, and I'll use that concealer on my lid. Okay, touching my brush into that matte called Lace, it is very fallout-y. It's kind of everywhere right now. Kind of made a big pile. I'm gonna go up on top of that, sort of with this secret color right here. Thank you for printing the names on the packaging, Huda. Thank you for that. Because this came out really, really pink, and I kind of want to tone it down a little bit. So I'm going to buff along the edge with that secret color. I'm just going to go along the edge of that with it. Okay, I'm going to go into the color called Tease in my inner crease. Gosh, these are soft. I mean, it is piling, piling, piling. Look at that pile right there. Haven't the mattes in Huda palettes been really hard, kind of, and kind of dry? Isn't that kind of been the problem with them? Well, it's not in this one. Okay, outer corner is going to be the color called Raw. I'm going to put the color called Love Bite out there as well. Boy, that looks dark on camera, but it's everything in this palette that looks kind of semi-medium to dark is not turning out to be all that dark. I'm going to tap this color called Concealed. This is a cream product on my lid, and I will use a brush also to get it in. Ooh, wow, that is definitely, yeah. I'm going to bring that up here with a brush. I kind of like it. It's very concealing. I didn't think it would be that opaque. And I'm going to try to make this kind of sharp right through here, a sharp line on that with that concealer. I'm really crepey, so it's hard to make anything on my eye a sharp line. Okay, I'm going to dip my finger into Daydream. I hate to mess this pattern up. That's so pretty. But I'm going to dip into that, and I'm going to pat that on this concealer. Okay, dipping into it with a brush. It is very creamy, kind of. This concealer is wonderful. It is really grabbing this product. Dip into the Fantasy color right here. Put that just right along here. Lining under my eyes, I think I'm going to start with this color called Teddy. And I'm going to use a brush that came with my MAC Shiny Pretty Things, that sort of wedge-shaped brush, just right along the edge here. I think I will use this Tease color along the outer edge here. So that's kind of as dark as I can go with the liner. Hey there guys, I thought I would throw in an extra look with this palette since it is more on the expensive end of palettes. And also I wanted to do something that was totally unlike the other one that I did that was so pink. And I wanted to get more into the sort of the peachy browns and the rosy browns that they have in this palette. So I'm going to do sort of a halo eye with this. I'm going to start out by putting the color called Teddy in my crease. That is this one right here. And that's going to be my crease and on the inner and outer corners. I just have a primer on my lid, just a regular old Too Faced Shadow Insurance. And then I'm going to use the concealed concealer that's in this palette on my center lid. I'm trying to go a little less pink on this one. By the way, you guys, I get a lot of questions on my nails. And I have just, you know, as I told you, I have discovered that these stick-on nails work really well for me. And I really am enjoying them. I usually use the Impress by Kiss, which you can find in drugstores, Walmart, Target, all of that. And I am now going to sweep this color between the two sides here into my transition. And I'm going to bring it all the way up too, onto my brow bone. So anyway, I usually use the Kiss Impress nails. They stay on really well, but I found a brand that does even better, and that is called Dashing Diva. and they are available online only at Ulta. They, that's what these ones are, and they stay on better than the Kiss, the Impress from Kiss, which stay on good in the first place, but these stay on even better. I don't get random pop-offs with these. I actually have to just really take them off. Okay, now I'm gonna use the color called Raw, which is kind of just a darker version of this. And I'm gonna use that to do inner and outer corner and then inner crease. I'm using a small brush for that one. This is a Morphe. This is a Morphe M506. I'm just gonna go lightly, and I'm kind of gonna go in the center of that teddy color to make it kind of like the teddy color is bigger and then the raw color is smaller. So I'm gonna go back and take teddy and reapply up a little bit higher here. Apply a little bit higher up here. Now I'm going to use the concealed color, which is a concealer, in my center lid. Wow, you don't need much of this concealer. This is a really, I wonder if it's something like their concealer that they make, the Huda concealer. I mean, I have that one, and it seems like maybe it is, like a small version of that. Okay, now I'm going to press the color called Crave in the center lid. That is the lightest crystalline marbled looking color that they have in this palette. Ooh, I like that. I like it. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay, now I'm going to kind of soften the edges of that. Just taking a tiny bit of that raw color and going along the edges of this. Okay, going back into Raw for the line under my eyes and just smudging that along with sort of this fluffier brush from Urban Decay. This is the Moon Dust brush. Okay, I like this much better. This is my other look from the Huda Beauty palette. I think this turned out so much prettier. That pretty halo with that light color. It's not that bright pink with the orchidy purple that I just was kind of overloaded with pink with that other look. So I like this one much better. It's just much prettier. It's much more my style. So guys, Huda Nude. I think this look just kind of saved the palette for me. I was just kind of disappointed in the pinkness and the fact that there's just not any good. The deep tones are not deep enough for me, and they're not the kind of deep tones I like. They're just still really, really pink. On my lips right now, I have the Pat McGrath Labs Donatella 401 Luxe Trance lipstick, a really good nude. Ordered a lot of makeup today, a lot of makeup. So stuff's on the way, and I'll see you soon in my next video. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe and help keep me going.